Welcome back to the channel. Now 3.5 is still with the Evocati. It's not quite yet made it, at the time of recording, to the first wave of the PTU. Now, from what we know from the leaks on the Star Citizen subreddit, always worth checking out, is that the 300i has made it into the latest Evocati build. Now the variants will have to wait until a later patch because they're not ready yet. And also the DNA face customization is in. Now hopefully 3.5 will make it to the PTU soon. Now the main news this week is of course the new concept ship, the Drake Corsair. Now let's have a look at what they showed us in this week's Around the Verse. Now the main news this week and the main feature in Around the Verse was the new concept ship, the Drake Corsair. Now this is Drake's rival to the Constellation lineup, and at 55 meters long it is very much nearly the size of a Constellation. Now of course it's a completely different type of design, being Drake. Now first of all, you may well notice that it has a rear ramp for entry. You can drive a vehicle in there and also stow your cargo there as well. Now the ship does have ample crew facilities, some cabins for the crew, some rec facilities on board, and a dedicated cabin for the captain. Now this ship is bristling with weapons, and the standout feature are the turrets on the side of the ship. Now it has lots of nose weapons, weapons on the wings, and a remote turret on the back of the ship. Nothing on the bottom, so that may well be a blind spot. The actual cockpit consists of 2 seats, and the developers told us that the actual back seat actually swings down below the pilot's seat to offer good visibility for both pilot and co-pilot. Of course this ship sale does go to help fund the game. There is a War Bond edition, which is the only way to get LTI on this ship without CCUing from another ship, of course. And that also comes with the opportunity to actually name your ship, which is a new feature, and that will come to other ships in time. Now to be honest, it's something which doesn't really concern me. Yes, it's great marketing, a way to try and get extra funds into the game, but for me, I'm quite happy to have my ships with no name. But I'm sure those who have tried this feature and bought the War Bond editions, many have probably tried to call their ship the Enterprise already. But there can only ever be one of those in the game. Well, one Corsair anyway at a time. Now the sale does go on until the middle of April, and there's sure to be a lot more information on the RSI site, so check that out if you're interested in buying this ship or upgrading from another ship to this one. Alternately, wait to earn this ship in game. Now hopefully later in the year there will be a way to actually earn credits in the game to actually rent ships, so that will be another way to try ships you don't own, although it will probably be a while before the Drake Corsair actually makes it out from concept into the game. Well, this certainly is an interesting ship, and I think a lot of people are generally interested in this one, and it has got this strange wing configuration. Seen that in Star Wars a few times, I think, but I may well CCU from another ship to get this one into my fleet. Now, also in Around the Verse, we did revisit Area 18 once again, this time to actually take a look at how the developers actually lighted the Area 18 environments and how they've used various visual effects to actually create the atmosphere of Area 18. So pretty interesting to see how they actually work on developing the effects and lighting for an area like this for the game. Hopefully it won't be long before we can explore Area 18 ourselves. Hope they get that PTU out to everyone very soon. Now that's one thing we won't go lacking for when we do make it to Area 18 is places to actually fill our tummies, because there's plenty of food outlets being developed for Area 18. Now, apart from torpedo burritos, and for us pizza lovers, there will be pizza available in Area 18. Can't wait to tuck into that. I think all we need now is some traditional English fish and chips. Don't think I'll ever leave Area 18 then. I'll be too fat to actually fit on a ship. Now, in this week's Reverse to Verse, Gerard Huckleberry talked to John Crew and Paul Jones about the Drake Corsair. Now, of course, this was a fairly long programme, but we did get some information about the design process for the Drake Corsair. Now, at first, they was thinking about just having a larger version of a Cutlass type ship, but Chris Roberts wanted something asymmetrical, so that's how they came up with the Drake Corsair. Now, obviously, there has been talk about the different wing design for atmospheric flight, but they seem to think that that would not be a problem for flying this ship in the atmosphere. Now, we also learned about the comparisons between the Corsair and the Constellation. Now, basically, the Corsair has a little bit less armour, has more weapons, more turrets, but of course fewer missiles, and of course no ability to have a snub craft. And of course it doesn't come with a rover as standard like a lot of the Constellation variants. Well, that's all the news I have for you at the moment. Hopefully 3.5 will make it to the PTU very soon, and of course I'm sure there'll be lots of videos from everyone when that hits. Now I'm making my way slowly towards ArcCorp, so hopefully I'll see you all somewhere in Area 18 very soon. Bye for now. Now that makes me feel hungry just thinking about that place.